Okay, highly anticipated Sunova trench board. These just came in. This is the 410 version. I'm going to take you through the specs of that guy. Also have a Zapple trench board in the same size, roughly, for comparison. So we'll go through that as well. Keep in mind, we are the Foildrive experts. We have everything in stock. So if this video is helpful for you, consider us for your next purchase. Thanks, and we'll get right into it. Okay, the first thing you'll notice when you're looking at the new trench board from Sunova is that the trench is longer. This is to accommodate some new systems coming down the pike from Foildrive. The total length of that is over 30 inches. The apple tree is more like 25 inches, so considerably shorter. The tracks are also shorter. The actual width of each track or each trench is about the same. The Sunova is about a 1/4 inch narrower than the apple tree, but not significant by any means. Another thing that you'll notice is the construction is completely different. So the Sunova has carbon rails and it's an S-class over wood construction, so the controller attenuation is fantastic. As you'll see during the weigh-in, this also makes the board incredibly light. So these tracks have the drop-in capability on the back. As you can see, you kind of can drop that foil right in there and slide it up into the grooves. The length difference between the two is about 2 inches overall in the track adjustability. Maybe not a huge issue for some people. Finally, the one you've been waiting for, the weigh-in. The weight of the Sunova was lighter. These boards are not identical. So the Sunova is a little bit smaller, but about a full pound lighter than the Zapple in the most similar size. This is the 410 versus the 50, size boards. So yeah, the Zapple's going to be quite a bit heavier. It's a carbon construction. Both are durable boards, so it's not a question of durability. It's just a difference in weight. So speaking of sizes, there's 3 sizes available in the new trench board. You have the 410, which is the one we're looking at here. Then we have the 5.2 and the 5.6. So that's 40 liters, 45 liters, 50 liters. Keep in mind that liters are relative for sure on these boards since you're adding a Foildrive to the bottom. So the liters may sound big. They're going to feel smaller than the actual liters when you get them on the water. So I've personally been riding a Sunova. The standard 411 is kind of my jam. And I find that the nose shape and the double concave in the nose helps a lot for touchdowns and kind of pop-ups. And that's, continued in the trench lineup. The shape is very similar, it just has a trench, extra long trench in it. You can see the two boards next to each other here. We're actually going to put a Foildrive in there so you can kind of see relative sizing. Most of you are Foildrive users. You can see how long that trench is on the Sunova. And like I said, that's to accommodate some, future products that are coming from Foildrive that are longer. Lots of adjustability on that longer track set, and then, lots of room in the trench to go forward and aft. And here it is in that apple tree. So you can see it's nice and tight in there. So the Sunova, with the longer trench is going to be a more future-proof Foildrive specific board. Overall, just because, I know stuff's coming down the pike that's going to take a longer trench, so this one accommodates it. The longer trench also allows you to kind of finagle things and get that cone off the front if you're switching stuff out. So this is the side view. You can see each one, it's about the same. It doesn't sit totally flush. There's about maybe a 1/4 inch of that Foildrive kind of popping up there. And it's about identical between the two. Is what I saw. I didn't even measure it because it looks about the same to me. Thanks for watching our video on the new Sunova trench board. We just got these in stock. We have quite a few coming. They're kind of coming onesie twosies at a time, but we have them. If you don't have an order in yet, make sure and get one in. We also have the apple tree Zapples in stock. These are both great trench boards. They're just different, as we went over in the video. But yeah, we'd love to get you hooked up with a new trench board. If you need a Foildrive and you're looking for the right shop, we have the best service in the industry. Make sure and try us first. We can send a custom quote with anything you need from Foildrive or from any of the foil brands for that instance. Make sure and reach out if you have questions. Our phone number is 281-508-6485. You can check us out online, HoustonKiteboarding.com. Thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you guys out on the water.